Hi, and welcome back to the Senior Network. We are now joined by Emily Getz of Benchmark Physical Therapy. Good to see you again.
Good to see you guys too.
Yeah, and obviously our one and only Susan Kelsey with Assistance Plus. Great to see you.
We've been having a lot of fun talking about what's going on and what's new, and we're talking about professional physical therapists and how you sort of choose your therapist, if you will.
Choose the right one. So the most important thing, I think, is making sure that you and your therapist have a good rapport and you're able to communicate your concerns with your therapist. And it's not just that you go in and they kind of put you through a program and set goals without consulting you and making sure you're a part of the program as well. I think one of the most important things that you can do if you know you need therapy is even just go and meet the therapists before you set up your first initial appointment.
I was going to say, is that almost like an interview process to make sure that you guys connect?
Absolutely.
Are there questions that I should come armed with to ask you that would kind of help me know if I was legit or not?
Yeah, absolutely. You can ask, what is a standard treatment like? How many patients do you typically see at a time? Is it going to be a really busy environment where you're not getting that quality of care, or is it going to be where treatment's very focused on you as an individual and making sure that you're the primary concern? You can ask things about their background and what their education's like. Are they up to date on their continuing education, and do they practice evidence-based practice, making sure that we're doing what the research really shows is effective and not just using treatments that we've always done. You want to make sure that things are going to be done evidence-based and current, and you're not going to be there.
Exactly. Susan, can I ask you a question about, again, we're talking about professionalism and about making sure that the group you're with is legit. Is that an issue for seniors in your field?
I don't feel in this area that's an issue. I think the home-based physical therapy and the outpatient physical therapy are all very legitimate. You're all licensed, and but I think one of the points that you made was very good, is trying to match this senior with the right facility too, so that some of our patients, can't handle a lot of noise in the environment.
I was thinking about that.
And so if you have, so that maybe some of the facilities are larger and have more background noise, and that makes it harder. They can't hear as well. They get distracted. So that may be one of the ways where I could say, we've got all these options, but this one might be the better one for you.
It makes so much sense to me. I never thought about hearing, though, as an issue. And, you don't think about that for physical therapy, but it makes a lot of sense.
Right. You want to make sure that you are communicating well with your therapist and that you know what your therapist wants you to be doing, and not just...
When you talk a lot about therapeutic rapport, therapeutic alliance, is it that it just makes a patient more comfortable? Am I more compliant?
More compliant for sure, but it's important that you believe that your therapy is gonna be what's right for you. Making sure, if you're just going there because your doctor said, you're not gonna have the best results unless you're going there because you truly believe that that's what you need to do and that your goals are gonna be met because your therapist has a good understanding of your goals, and you're able to communicate well. We see a lot of times a patient, their priority is maybe being able to get in and out of a bathtub because they haven't been able to sit in a bathtub. And if they're not able to communicate that with a therapist, then it might not be something that's ever addressed. So making sure that it's a team effort.
Now is that something that you would help design also? Is a program for your patients or your clients?
I really would rely on the physical therapist, to say, I might go in with them for their initial assessment and give you some background information, perhaps that you might not be able to get from the person, so that they have a better understanding where the problem is. That they have problems with the stairs, perhaps.
Got it.
So that's so that's something that they would then put on their goals for the person.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we talked a little bit before the show started about senior scams. So let's come back and talk a little bit about that. Stay with us.